Hey guys, I just wanted to tell you about a little thing that I spontaneously decided to participate in, and that is the middle grade reads in May. I'm not sure if that's actually what it's called, but it's hosted by Patty and Akos, and there's a Goodreads group, and I will link all of the relevant things in the description, but the long and short of it is that between May 4th and I believe May 17th, there's this sort of middle grade readathon challenge thing that's happening, and I went to the library last night and I got a bunch of middle grade books, and I just decided that I was going to try to read as many of them as possible, so I'm going to show you the ones that I got. Hopefully I'll be able to read a couple. I doubt that I'll be able to read all of these, but let's just get started. So the first two books I'm going to show you, I actually read these when I was in that sort of middle grade age range, and the first one is Dealing with Dragons by Patricia Reed. This is in a 4-book series called The Enchanted Forest Chronicles. I don't remember much about it except for it's a fantasy, and I remember that I really loved it, and it was one of those series that I just unexpectedly adored when I was younger, so I'm really looking forward to rereading this because I don't remember anything about it. The next book is called Once Upon a Marigold by Jean Ferris, another book that I read when I was younger, another book that I don't remember much about except for it's one of those fairy tale type books. I remember it being very charming and I really liked it, so yeah, looking forward to rereading this as well. The next book I actually started reading last night and I'm about halfway through it already, and it's called Flora and Ulysses, The Illuminated Adventures by Kate DiCamillo. She wrote the book The Tales of Despero, or The Tale of Despero, which I read when I was younger, but I had not heard of this until recently, but it seemed really cute. It's just a short middle grade book that has words and sort of illustrations throughout it, and it's very charming. It's about a girl who finds a squirrel who has superpowers and their sort of unlikely friendship. It's very charming so far, and I'm looking forward to finishing it probably later today. The next book is also a sort of hybrid novel and graphic novel, and it is called Wonderstruck by Brian Selznick. It's a huge book. It's absolutely massive. If you don't know, Brian Selznick also wrote The Invention of Hugo Cabret, I believe it's called, which I have read and I really enjoyed, and it's got a lot of pictures and text, and I believe this will be a pretty quick read, but I'm really looking forward to reading this. If you sense the trend, it's that I'm really looking forward to reading all of these. The next book is a National Book Award winner and a Newbery Honor book. It's called Inside Out and Back Again by Tanha Lai. And I just saw this on a list of middle grade books that were really good. It's obviously an award winner, and it is about a girl who lives in Vietnam with her family, and they're forced to leave Saigon because of the war. I believe they moved to Alabama, and I think there's just some really great cultural stuff, and it's written in poetry, so that is what it looks like. And I've read a few books that are in this format, and I really enjoy it. I think it's really beautiful, and I'm really looking forward to reading this. The next book I don't know much about at all, but it has been on my Goodreads to read list for some time, so I'm not sure. I must have heard about it at one point or another, but it's called See You at Harry's by Joe Knowles. I don't really know what it's about other than the protagonist is 12, which fits in this sort of middle grade range. Middle grade is kind of weird because it's not quite children's lit, it's not quite young adult, so it's hard for me to know for sure if these are all middle grade, but I'm not sure if it matters terribly. It's younger than what I usually read, so. And the last one I have is called The Lions of Little Rock by Kristen Levine. This is a book that I heard about some time ago, and I added it to my Goodreads to read list. It has to do with the integration in Little Rock, Arkansas during the civil rights movement. I don't know what it's about much beyond that, except for I think it centers around a friendship between two young girls. But yeah, I just thought it sounded like a topic that was really interesting and that it could be really emotional and really deep, so I picked it up. And yeah, so those are the books that I may or may not read for the middle grade readathon that's happening, and if you are doing this, please tell me what you are going to read or link me to your TBR. If you've read any of these, let me know, and I will see you guys later. Bye!